I'm going to show you a quick way to fix the Laegendary Rango's inherent bumper problem. And that is when you hit something with the back bumper or drag on a rock, it flexes at a very weak point in the chassis. It's only screwed down by 2 screws in the rear. You can see this one's already floppy. Same thing with the front. It's not too bad, but only held down by these 2 screws. So what we're going to do is take a piece of angled aluminum that I got. I'm going to cut it down to size, and we're going to brace the front with the rear, drilling holes in the aluminum L channel here. And probably we can use those holes there, but I'll probably put some more up here. Same thing with back here. Probably have to put a hole, move the body mount onto the channel, and another hole back here somewhere. And that should, strengthen the whole entire thing, since they'll be connected. They're not individually flopping around. They have something solid to mount to. So what I did was I measured, get this out here, between the frame, where it turns down in the front, where it turns down in the rear, and I came up with about 18.5 inches. Let's call it 18 to be even, and ordered a 36-inch long piece of aluminum L channel. I can leave a link in the description, but you can find this anywhere. Cut it in 2 pieces. They're both 18 inches in length, and it's stronger if you put the long side facing down. So if we fit it up against the frame like this, we can kind of mark out where our holes are going to be, and then I can just drill them, put some screws in there. I also ordered a screw kit off Amazon. I can put that link in the description as well. It's basically a 10th scale RC car screw kit. Comes with screws, nuts, body clips, a pair of tweezers, some Allen head or wrenches. It's like $10, so it'll come in handy, because I'm sure I'll be losing lots of pieces for this, because I've got plans for it. That's why I wanted to fix this bumper issue first. So let's mark some holes and start drilling, I guess. Real quick, just wanted to show where the holes are. I'm going to use that one there. I'll drill that one, fit it up, and then we'll drill in the bumper bracket there. Focus, camera. I don't know if that'll slide over far enough because of the side there with the frame mount. I might just notch it, because those 2 will be strong enough. Same thing up here. I'm going to use that hole there, the front hole. Drill that, or notch it if I have to. Drill that. Line it up once the body posts are off. And should have one long, strong aluminum truss to hold the 2 together. And it's not going to get in the way of the suspension or anything. I already tested it out. Still have full flex of the suspension. Won't really interfere with the body mounts, battery, nothing. This is how they should have built this thing. Just some kind of race on either side. I'm going to do both sides. Just make it a little extra stronger for when you're bashing off of rocks and whatnot, which is what I plan to do with this thing, because it's built for it. I've already taken it out a couple times and it's done pretty well, except for the bumpers hanging up. So let's get to drilling. So first thing we got to do is remove these 2 screws on either side of the front and rear, bumper mounting frame. They are 2.5 millimeters. So if you have one of these screwdriver kits, it comes in handy. And there is a nut on the bottom you'll have to grab onto right there. Otherwise it'll just keep spinning. So let me put the camera down so I can do that. And I'll have the bumpers off this thing. Well, it ain't pretty, but it's functional. Those are all the spots I drilled out. These are kind of slotted a little bit to allow it to ride on the outside of the frame rail. So not a lot of tension on these 4 where the bumper brackets mount. But all the strength is coming from these guys up here, these back here. As you can see, I had to bend the channel a little bit on both sides, kind of bring it in once it passed the sides of the bumper or the frame. Bumper brackets mount. So once you pinch it in, mark the holes, drill them out, throw some screws in there. There's some nuts on the underside, and that is not going to bend or break unless I really do something crazy with this thing. But now it can support its own weight. It's not bending. I don't feel like, you know, if you hit a rock and drag it, it's not going to twist this whole thing up anymore. These are very strong, like girders, kind of. You know, they're not so strong, you know, this way, but this way, where you want it to be strong. So yeah, that's how you fix your Laegendary Rango if you're going to use it. So I hope that was educational. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not an RC car master technician. I don't know what I'm doing. I figured that this is a good way to cheaply fix this thing here. I think I got less than 20 bucks in materials, the screw kit. These are like $7 for a 36-inch long piece. You can use aluminum, steel. This is pretty light, so it doesn't add much, at least to the center of gravity being up this high. It shouldn't really matter. So there you go. That's how you fix it. And in case you were wondering if the body fits back on, it does. And you'll never know that the frame was fixed. Looks like factory, except for the wire for the lights hanging down, because I'm gonna modify this body.